Hello collective, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all of your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. I really appreciate them all. And I really do appreciate also your comments. Let's check right in and see what message Spirit would like to share with you this afternoon. What storyline would Spirit like to share with the collective this afternoon, please, Spirit? In the central energy. Justice reversed. Challenged by the Emperor. In the subconscious, we've got hard work, perseverance, and reward. Recent past, Three of Pentacles, teamwork for reward and goals, intention, expectation. The Sun, a rebirth in the near future. We've got the Six of Wands in the upright, or victory. The lens is being looked through. Three of Cups reversed. Overindulgence, heavy partying. Threes are crowd. Gossip. In the environment. Oh, that one just flipped right out there. We got the Knight of Cups. Heartfelt proposals, romance, charm, creativity, hopes and fears. Two of Pentacles, negotiations, balancing decisions, weighing options. In the outcome, the outcome is the Three of Swords reversed. Releasing pain, forgiveness, transition, recovery, and moving on from heartbreak. We've got the Knight of Swords here. Somebody's ambitious, wanting to rush in and defend their beliefs. They're in a Nine of Swords energy. They're in trauma and despair. Because you moved on. You left them behind and you moved on. You don't want to have anything to do with them. And that's all there is to it. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. So there's some unfairness here and a punishment. Like justice. It's like it's not... This isn't the law of cause and effect. This is a punishment. neglected. So there's a punishment for those who were about neglect, who failed to give you what you needed. They're being punished. Whoever failed to give you what you needed, they're being punished. The emperor is here, an authoritative father figure. And he's making no mistakes. He's making no mistakes. He can see clearly. He's got the hard work, your perseverance, and your reward was right here. So, yeah, something's... Oh, all these cards came out. Well, I'll take them. So, we've got responsibilities. Yeah, so... You had to work hard. You persevered through these challenges. Somebody had a lack of accountability. They didn't give you what you needed. They neglected their responsibilities, okay? You persevered through that challenge. Whoever this is, they neglected to give you what you needed to take care of your responsibilities. The Emperor is here, not making any mistakes. All right. So they're being held back. This is an unexpected outcome. They didn't appreciate you. They're being held back. They don't get to be with you. They're being punished. The Three of Pentacles is a collaboration, working together for a long-term reward. They're feeling overwhelmed. Whoever this team is, they were expecting to get a rebirth, but they're feeling overwhelmed right now. Or maybe that was their intention. Their expectation was that there was going to be a rebirth, but they were going to take part in that, but they're feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, destiny. They were trying to get on somebody else's destined path. But you gained a victory over that. Ego. You gained a victory over ego and pride. People, ego and pride. So you gained a victory over that. There's this Three of Cups reversed. They're in regret. They're heavy partying. They're overindulging. They're in regret. Somebody's coming forward with a heartfelt proposal. Their values are all about money. They know you have a reunion coming up. They want to take part in this negotiation. They want to take part in this thing here. People are gossiping. Somebody's coming forward, yeah, and you're recovering and moving on. Whoever that is, their values are all about money. They know you have a reunion coming up. You've got a soul contract here. Somebody knows that you have a soul contract, that you're coming into a reunion, and they're coming in here in the environment, a Knight of Cups. Creative, romantic, a knight in shining armor, gonna appear to be everything, but their values are all about money, and they know that you are coming into a reunion, that you've gained a victory, so they're here trying to infiltrate and to be, they want to pretend that they're your person, but they're not. There's secrets here. They sabotaged themselves, and they want forgiveness. They're trying to get all up in you. They want to have a conversation with you because they're feeling broken and shattered about this. They're chasing you. They're chasing you. They're guilty. You're an irreplaceable person, and they were not satisfied with you. They put you in a little space all by yourself, secluded you from the world, and that's the truth. While they were out playing and partying, kicking up business with folks, now they're wanting to run away. They're longing for you, but they didn't want to have anything to do with you. They put you in a hole, and they spent your abundance with their little egoic girlfriend, prideful people, or whoever, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, while you sat at home without the things you needed to take care of your child or children. They're being held back. They didn't appreciate having responsibilities. They didn't appreciate having to do hard work and persevere through challenges. They didn't appreciate that at all. They were lazy. Egotistical. Yeah, so you had courage through this. They didn't give you what you needed, but you had courage through this. The Emperor is here, not making any mistakes. You're very responsible. You worked hard. You persevered through these challenges. You took care of your family. You took care of your needs, but this one didn't. They're getting punished. They don't have any gifts that benefit themselves or others, and they're not about relationships that serve the higher good. The Emperor is here cutting that stuff out, and he's not making any mistakes about it. He's holding back these ones. He's punishing them. He's calling judgment because of what they did with their responsibilities, because of how they treated their families. They're not finding this humorous. They're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. You're an abundant, limitless being. You're a sun, the warmth, the rebirth, destiny. So there's a rebirth. You're on your destined path. Or somebody's still struggling to find their right path, and they're in fear. They're in fear and they're overwhelmed because you are here building something with a team, and somebody's feeling overwhelmed. They're stressed out because you've got a team. You're not alone, and you're gaining a victory. You and your team, your family, gained a victory. Denial in reverse. They can't deny it. You won. They can't deny it. Now they will try to deny it, but they can't deny it. You won. They will come up with all kinds of excuses as to why it is what it is, but it doesn't change the fact that it is what it is. Love won. I swear, he just wants to cross the bridge. Baby, he wants to cross the bridge all the time. Three's a crowd. Three is a crowd. Three is a crowd. And they're in regret. Because you have been working very hard and you have persevered coming into these responsibilities. Yes. Three is a crowd, and they're all upset. You got somebody here, one of their values are all about money. They know you're coming into a reunion. They're trying to come in and infiltrate it. They want to pretend like they're your guy or they're your gal. But they're a fraud. They're a prideful egomaniac, and their ideas and their goals are all about money, and they want to latch onto you because you've got the tit full of milk, right? They're not willing to accept the things that they cannot change. They don't want to accept this. I guess I shouldn't be so rude. There's probably more appropriate ways to say things. There's a change here. You're coming into a reunion, but you've got this imposter whose values are all about money, trying to come in and be that. Indecision connected to intuition. So whenever you are at a point of indecision, connect to your intuition. People are gossiping about this. They know that this Knight of Cups is doing this. They're talking. They know that this person's values are all about money. And look at them. Those females are. They're like, pss, 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 pss. He's going to try to get it. He's going to try to get it. But you've got a Three of Swords here. So you are releasing the pain. You are transitioning and recovering from heartbreak. You're moving on. You've got a new soul contract. You know what you are here to do with your purpose. You live a life of gratitude. You are very grateful for everything. You've got some adversity here. You accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So through adversity, you accepted that challenges were the best way to learn. Yes, darling. And you're at peace. And you're happy. And those who are envious want your forgiveness for blaming you for their for their well-being. And there's a death here and a judgment. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. The game is over. The game is over. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. Adjudication. Adjudication. Justice in the reverse. This is a punishment. They're guilty. They're dishonest. The Emperor is here, not making any mistakes. These ones they're not about relationships that serve the highest good. They don't have any gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others. They're being held back. They didn't appreciate you. They didn't appreciate anything about a family unit. False person. The Emperor is here like no false people. No relationships that don't serve the higher good. No, none of this. Rotten self-esteem, you know. None of these people, nobody, if you don't possess gifts of the soul that benefit yourself and others, if you're not about the relationships that serve the higher good, if you're a false person, the Emperor's cutting it out. And he's not making any mistakes. He's very, very calculated. We've got a wealthy man in the reverse here, not finding it funny. They didn't get the money. They didn't get the money. You worked hard with your responsibilities. They did not give you what you needed, but you were successful anyway. You persevered. They thought they were going to sweep in, snatch you up off your feet, and then get rid of you while absorbing the reward. And they're still thinking that. This Knight of Cups is here in the environment, wanting to slip in between you and your actual reunited counterpart. They're playing games. Still, but I think the game is over. There's a mature man here who's overwhelmed about the work that you are doing with your team. They're in fear and they don't know. They're struggling to find the right destiny path. So they're still working to try to get on somebody else's destiny path. There's a rebirth here. Main male. Sun. The sun. Main male. Victory. A victory that these ones who are prideful and ego, they cannot deny it. The main male has won and they cannot deny it. Now they can try to come up with some excuses because, you know, these ones are sore losers. This thief. Three's a crowd, no thief. Message of concern. They're ignoring a message of concern. See, they think that the counterpart of this main male is still compromised. And they're coming in to attack her with this proposal, so that they can try to steal her essence that she is due to share with the main male in a reunion. They're not going to get the great fortune. They didn't get the great fortune. And they're coming in to try to snag a position with this main male's counterpart. Privileged lady. They're in despair over the toil and labor that they did. They don't know what to do. And they didn't get what they were expecting. They're targeting this privileged lady that is due to be reunited with her divine kingdom spouse. Her lover. She's moving on. She's got a soul contract. She's moving into her purpose. She has a life of gratitude. And she's got a stalker here. A stalker whose values are all about money from this community. This community is being X'd out of your life. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Vow. You are courageous, and there is a vow between you and your counterpart and spirit. This is reconciliation between the seen and the unseen worlds. Communication has been restored. The Emperor is here. fate. So there's no folks who don't possess gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others. Those people who do not participate in relationships that are for the higher good. Those false people. The Emperor is like holding them back, cutting them off. They don't have any appreciation for family and the hard work that it takes to nurture that family. There's a coach. They have a coach that was in a daydream. This wealthy man could have coached people. Somebody taught this person about, gave them an advice and sparked a dream. They were in a fantasy. Somebody coached them and they went off in a fantasy and they left their family. They bailed on their responsibilities. They embraced pride. And they went out and had a great time. Hurting folk. Having a great time. And now they're facing confinement. They're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out by this. Your team and you are abundant, limitless beings. You can manifest whatever you want in this world. Main male, you are the sun. And these ones are in fear. They could not get on your destiny. They're in fear because they're struggling to find the right path. They weren't able to take your destined path. They're not high value people. They're not seen as high value people. They've been denied. They're here in their ego and pride. You've gained a victory over that. They're stressed out. They're stressed out and you are coming into your reward, your abundance. You have victory over this. Your reward. And the thing about it is it's not even a victory. It's like you just maintained presence with what was already yours. You held your ground against these, these folks who wanted to come in and take your stuff, cause all kinds of drama for you, overindulge on your dime and tell you how worthless you are. Shackle you with responsibilities. You're returning to eternal love. You're getting an opportunity for eternal love. You're moving away from those who took bribes to hurt you. You're moving into eternal love. That's your reward. That's your reward. Eternal love. Eternal love is your reward. Eternal love is your reward. Woo, 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 woo. And these ones are in regret. They don't want to accept it. But three's a crowd. The alliances agree. The alliances agree. Your team agrees. Heartfelt proposals. You have an infiltrator here sneaking around trying to get your great fortune, trying to insert themselves in between you and your actual divine counterpart. Their values are all about money. It's here, right here. There's a change here. You're going into reunion, but this person's values are all about money, and they're not going to get your great fortune. They're here trying to offer you a cup of love, but they don't have any love in that cup, okay? And it's the scheduled time. It's too late. They're here in the environment and they want to do this, like they're coming forward to get with you, but you're slipping into your reunion. They're hoping like heck that they can somehow cause you to choose wrong. They're hoping like heck that the Most High God will give them an opportunity to screw you up at this late stage in this competition. They really believe they'll be given that opportunity, but there's no time. There's no time. It's the scheduled time. They're in despair. They're in a state of indecision. The toil and labor that they did didn't work. People are gossiping about this privileged lady managing multiple priorities. This privileged lady is managing multiple priorities, and they're wanting to come in to distract her, to stop her, to somehow, yeah, they're full of pride, and they're wanting to come in and manage this privileged lady. They want to handle her. They want to come in, interrupt her divine kingdom union, and they want to handle her. But she's recovering from this. She's releasing the pain and she's moving on. She's got a new soul contract, a new reunion. Well, an old reunion with the sun. Coming into their purpose, they know what they're here to do. They live a life of gratitude, and this community is upside down over there. New family tree, new family tree. You are okay, and you've got a new family tree. And this strikes me as, you know what, I mean, call me crazy, okay? But this strikes me as it's a new Genesis story. This community of thieves that have been fighting gung-ho against love to destroy love, they're being 86. Is that the word? 86? When you 86 somebody, doesn't that mean you get booted out for good? You get like evicted from the premises and you can't come back? Is that 86? Anyhow, the community is getting evicted and there's a new family tree. It's like that community, it's like it's the old Adam and Eve story. See, because I believe Adam came with a divine feminine. They were together. The divine feminine said, I'm not going to do that, when he decided he was going to go, be the lover of his brother and, his others and all of that. And she says, I'm not going to do that. So what did they do? I really feel that was the Lilith, and that they prostituted her because she refused to bow down to him. So they took a rib and they cloned Eve, a clone, not a divine goddess being, but a mankind made from a clone. And that is what they've been dealing with. They've been siphoning the essence out of the divine feminine and out of the divine masculine, and then they've been harvesting that energy and then applying it to their Adam and Eve story, which is Adam with a clone of himself, reliant upon the energy source of the divine people, the 144,000, in order to make this function correctly. They didn't want to have an equal partner. They wanted to have somebody they could dominate. They didn't want to have to offer respect or be responsible for anyone else. They just wanted to have fun and get away with being cruel and not be called out on their bullshit. And right now I feel that whole family tree, and call me weird, and maybe this is just whacked, okay? But to me, it's like that whole family tree is going away, and there's going to be a new family tree, a new Genesis story, a new mother and father of humanity. 4 generation, 5 human. Who will learn about self-love from those who love themselves. These ones have been stopped and they want to apologize. They're lonely. And there's death here. Okay, well that's the read for today, and you may think of it however you want to think of it, but this is really what it looks like to me. It looks like to me that this reset, this global reset, is all about earth angels uniting and starting over. Sounds crazy, but there you have it. I'll see you on the next one.